Hi friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Jayanti. If you would like to support my channel, then please like and subscribe. Today I'll be doing a collective reading about relationship blockages that we have in a relationship. Let's find out what kind of blockages and blocks that we have in a relationship. And keep in mind, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Another thing that I would like to tell you is that this is also a timeless reading, so this could resonate at any given period of time. So let's begin with the reading right now and see. Yeah, what are the blockages? So straight away what I see is that there is this person who's in a lot of regret energy. They really regret and they blame themselves for this, So maybe lately you've been very distant in this relationship with this particular person and you're not that open as how you used to be. So this person really regrets that. I think the blockage here is that they tend to blame themselves or blame you. So this could be a common theme within the relationship wherein you tend to, blame each other. And probably you would be guilt tripping this person or this person would be doing the same to you. So maybe this person was doing wrong things and then making you guilty for that, blaming you for that. And somewhere because you started, feeling guilty, you started feeling ashamed, because you would blame yourself for the wrongs that this person was doing. So at times, a lot of partners tend to do that. Whenever they are within a relationship, they won't take any accountability. They'll just shift the blame, So probably they'll blame you, make you feel guilty so that you start feeling, really bad about the situation and you feel really ashamed of yourself, right? So this is what I see here. And I do feel like they do regret that. That realization is there, but out of ego they are not accepting that. Yeah, so whoever was this person in your life, they do regret what they've done with you, because they know deep down that they put you in a situation wherein you would blame yourself. So it was a very calculated move wherein they would kind of blame you for everything and guilt trip you so that you feel ashamed, wherein the problem was never you, the problem was them. Yeah, so they regret doing that to you, and this is one of the relationship blocks that I'm seeing. Yeah, let's see through some of the cards, because not this card, hold on, let me see through this card what relationship blocks we've got. So what is the issue in this relationship? So I think somewhere you feel, I think you may have compromised in this connection, thinking that, there are barely any good ones left, So I would like to tell you, there are a lot of fish in the sea, you have a lot of options. There are billions and millions and trillions of people, in the universe, and you have plenty of options in relationships. Never think that this is the only option available for you, That's not the truth. But somewhere that is how you feel, or probably that is how this person made you feel. So you felt like, you have to put up with everything because you have no other option available. Yeah. And no matter what they did, you didn't leave them, You thought probably this is the best thing that you could ever have in your life, That is how you looked at them. But that is not the case, Universe is also saying there is someone very beautiful out there for you, So you should not worry. Don't worry about this person. Probably they were not the right person for you. And you should never think that, you have to put up with the wrongdoings of someone else just because you feel that you don't have options available, Or probably this is the best that you've ever had in your life. So not to do that. So this was also one of the major relationship blocks, And when I say relationship blocks, it doesn't necessarily mean in connection to this person, generally with the kind of relationship that you have with yourself, or how you interact with people that you come into a relationship with, because as long as you don't heal these wounds and these blockages, it's going to manifest in the next relationship. So let's say if you're dating someone else, the same blockages, the same problems are going to repeat themselves. So that is what I mean by saying relationship blockages. Body shame. So maybe, people have body shamed you, and that also kind of affected your self-esteem, or probably this guy, and this happens with a lot of us, every man likes a different shape and form, all of us are very different, and I've realized when it comes to me too, whenever I was thin, there were men who liked voluptuous women, and they didn't like my body, and when I was a bit thicker, then they preferred somebody who was slimmer, so you can't keep changing your body based on what a man likes, You need to decide what you like for yourself, right? So if you feel that, for you a particular body type is healthy and you feel good and you feel comfortable in that, then that's the best thing that you can achieve, You can't keep changing your body size and shape based on what a guy likes for you, yeah? You have to feel good about yourself, because opinions will keep changing, There are men who like very skinny women, So even if you have the best body and you're very curvy and voluptuous, they're not going to like your body. And then there are men who like thick women, and you may be very thin for them, So what are you going to do? You're going to change your body every now and then just to suit them, or you're going to decide what kind of body you like for yourself and work towards that body, So don't take body shaming personally, yeah. And especially some of us are foodies, our body weight kind of changes, 2-3 kilos here and there, or pounds here and there, and that happens, that happens with me too, sometimes I'm slimmer, sometimes I'm not, sometimes I'm bloated, sometimes I'm not. So don't take it to heart, like become comfortable in your body weight, and again, I know this is a tarot reading, but this is also my way of guiding you. Feel comfortable in your body weight, because that is how you'll see your worth, and your body shape doesn't define your worth, right? You need to be comfortable. One thing that I realized, like as I was loving myself, I liked myself in every shape and size, So I liked myself when I was thin, and then I was, 2-3 kilos more, and I liked myself then also, and then I gained some more, and then I liked my body then too, So one thing I noticed, that I started liking myself in every shape and size, and that is a good thing, because you need to be comfortable with your body, not somebody else, right? How they see you, So don't think that you are unattractive. You shouldn't be having those kind of thoughts. And work on accepting yourself and your flaws, because we are not perfect, our bodies change, our face would change, many things change, Work towards being the best version of yourself, So if you feel right now, you just need to start exercising a little bit more, all that you can do, and choose healthy habits. But then you should not look down on yourself, just because your weight is slightly more than what it should have been, So learn to love yourself, and don't judge yourself by what others think of you, And I know, especially when you fall in love with someone and you like that guy, you want that guy to like everything about you. And if they don't like your body, it can affect your self-worth and self-esteem, But the real thing is that you need to actually learn to love yourself, and understand that what you feel about yourself is more important than what the other person feels, And I'm sure there's always someone for you, So keep that in mind. Don't let anyone body shame you. You also kind of felt like this person was giving you mixed signals. So they are not really the one for you, because trust me, when a man loves you, he'll love you in every shape and size, He'll like the slimmer version of you, medium or large, whatever, I've seen females who are like really thick and they have partners who are very skinny, and the other way around, So there are men who are, well built and their partners are slimmer, and on the skinny side, so it depends, yeah. So don't let these things affect you. Probably you felt like this person was not sure about you and was giving you mixed signals, and you felt like they flirt with other people, that's what you felt, that they are not interested in you. So it's not a good energy to be in. It's better if you're not with this person, that is what I feel. I also feel like there are other people who like you, but they feel like you're not approachable and you're not interested in them, yeah. So keep that in mind. I personally feel if you have relationship blocks wherein you feel someone is giving you mixed signals, you should not be with that person, right? You should be with someone who's sure about you. Yeah. This could also be someone who had addiction issues, and addiction is not always drugs and things like that. It could also mean, addicted to other things, even sex. It could be even sex, or obsessed with other things, Maybe you were never their priority, Or someone who's really obsessed with you, but at the same time doesn't do anything that they need to do in a relationship. I think you were the one who was giving too much in this relationship, and you somewhere felt very depleted in this connection. Yeah, basically you need a balance of give and take, Like I think you gave a lot in this connection and this person was literally giving you nothing, They were just being a burden, being in the energies of addiction, and this could be alcohol, drugs or sex or whatever, other kind of addictions, probably watching porn, So you need to keep that in mind. That it's not your job, you need to start giving yourself rather than giving it to this person, that is what I feel. Yeah, somewhere you also felt rejected, because they were not appreciating you, you felt body shamed, probably they didn't like your body, or they felt your body type is not the kind of body that they like, and you started judging yourself based on that, and you felt rejected, not appreciated. So you're being asked to build your confidence, because you should be in this energy that I don't care whether you like me or not. I love my body, I like my hair, I like my skin, I like my bone structure. I don't mind if I gain a few pounds, I still find myself attractive, Yeah. And that doesn't mean that you shouldn't work out and you shouldn't have a good diet, but at the same time, you should not be hard on yourself if there's a slight difference in your weight and things like that, Especially don't allow others to, look down on you or say anything about your body. That's your body, that's your temple, And you learn to love yourself in every shape and size, and build your confidence. Yeah, and then, everybody has their type. You can't keep changing yourself, right? Just like I said, like some people like it thick, some people like skinnier people, So what, you're going to change your body every time? Okay, this guy likes me, now I'll become thin, because he likes a thin woman. This guy likes a thick woman, so I'll make sure I'm thick, That is not how life is, Just be the size that you want to be, and then let a man choose you, the way you are, right? You shouldn't be with a man who just likes you based on a particular shape and size, So build your confidence, like yourself in every shape and size. Don't feel rejected, even if they don't like your body, You need to tell them, don't talk to me like that. I like myself the way I am, I love my body. I like me, Say it with confidence, So do that and don't feel rejected, because you need to accept yourself, Their rejection means nothing, literally nothing. Yeah. You're also being asked, one of your major relationship blocks is like probably you tend to rush into things, So don't rush into things. Take it slow. Yeah. Don't try to. Probably you're someone who really longs for love, and that longing is really strong within you, and you're being asked to pour into yourself, love yourself. The longing that you have within yourself, it's not going to be satisfied by a man. It's not something somewhere outside in the universe. It's not. It's within you. Yeah. And you need to connect to that love within you, and that is how you'll heal. So don't start rushing whenever you get a new opportunity, or someone gets in touch with you and you kind of get very excited and you want to get into a relationship with them. Don't rush. Yeah. Even if they're giving you signs, because it can be kind of a turn off. Yeah. Because it can come across as you being desperate for love. That is how men see it. So they're not going to put in a lot of effort. Right. So whenever you have love opportunities in your life, take your time. Don't rush into things. Get to know the person. The right one is definitely coming into your life. Yeah. So that is what you're being told. Probably you have that tendency of rushing into things. Again, keep in mind, I'm doing a collective reading. So some cards will resonate with you and some cards will not resonate with you. So take what resonates with you. Now some of you over here, I can see, have the habit of holding on. So you're not able to release your old ties. You're holding on to a past connection, a past relationship. And that's literally creating a blockage for you in your current relationship. So you're not able to meet people, new people, because there are some cords attached to a past relationship. So you need to work on that too. Yeah. You must release old ties. That is what it's saying. So release old ties. Keep that in mind. Yeah. And have a fresh start with someone new. That is what the universe is saying. But something new will not come into your life unless and until you release your old relationship, your old ties, and get done with it, heal with it, because these are not the kind of people who appreciated you, loved you. Yeah. So you need to keep that in mind. I truly believe if someone loved you, they wouldn't body shame you. Yeah. They would encourage you to be the best version of yourself, but definitely they'll not body shame you. Your body also changes when you get pregnant, So what, they're going to body shame you when you get pregnant? Yeah. You don't need a man like that. You need a man who will love you during that time. Yeah. So I also feel like in this past connection, definitely somewhere you didn't feel loved. You felt very unloved in the connection, because obviously you felt unloved and rejected, and you literally felt like this person was body shaming you. You deserve someone who can support you emotionally and love you fully. So definitely this was not someone who loved you fully. They didn't appreciate you at all. So keep in mind that you look for a person who loves you fully, all aspects of you, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. You need someone like that. That is very important. And once you start working towards things which has been probably a pattern in your life, you'll definitely manifest someone new, and you'll make sure that you'll not repeat these patterns in the near future. Let's see. We've moreover done the patterns and the blockages. I just want to see what's coming in your life. Yeah. There's definitely going to, some kind of divine intervention is going to happen. Universe also has a time frame, you can see a clock over here, right? So there is a divine time wherein you will run into someone. Yeah. You may also at times feel like, oh my God, time is running out and I need to settle down and I have no options available, So let me just settle down with this guy, That is what the universe is saying. That you don't need to rush into things. You don't need to, give yourself a deadline. Yeah. Universe has something important for you, Divine intervention is happening. So don't settle for less, That is what you're being asked to do. Don't settle for less at all. And don't give yourself a deadline, Just because you feel you're a certain age, you don't have to literally get married with this guy or settle down with this guy or compromise, You're not here to settle down. You're not here to compromise, If something does not feel right, you should not settle for that, Right now, the kind of mindset that you have is that I don't have any options, I don't have any options. If I don't choose this man, I'll never find anyone, And that kind of attitude needs to change, Trust me, there are plenty of fish in this sea, And if you start thinking like that, you'll see how many men will approach you, And you can pick and choose. You're the one who's going to pick and choose, You'll get to choose. They won't choose you. You'll choose them, Yeah. You'll get to pick and choose. I'm sure they'll choose you, but what I mean is you'll get to pick and choose what's best for you. Yeah. So let's see what's the guidance for you after you work towards these patterns. Yeah. See, I told you, you're supposed to focus on self-love. Yeah. Self-love. And I can't, this is what the universe is saying, appreciate yourself, love yourself, because trust me, the love that you give yourself, nobody can give that to you, And when you start loving yourself, people will start treating you, Yeah. Yeah, let go of this connection, There were a lot of mind games. This person was taking advantage of you and playing with your feelings, just stringing you along. So the best thing that you've done is you're literally, cutting ties with this person. Focus on self-love. Yeah. This person could have been a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or this could be your sign. Yeah. Sun, Moon, Rising sign. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, this person was wearing a mask, the facade card is there. So definitely this person was wearing a mask. And this person was confused about you, So you're supposed, and this made you really guarded, Yeah. You've literally blocked your heart chakra. You've become defensive and you've built up walls around you, so that new people can't approach you, So the guidance for you is to start appreciating yourself and start loving yourself, That is what spirit guides are saying, See, appreciation. See? So start doing that. Start appreciating yourself and start enjoying yourself, Express love towards your own self, And the more you appreciate yourself, the more you love yourself, other people will start doing the same for you. So I would like to end the reading here. I hope you enjoyed the reading and I'll see you very soon. Thank you so much.